varied and desolate places I've ever been. It's stunning how little insects and plants and animals you see that are not clearly brought in by humans, but at the same time, every single mile brings a completely different viewpoint.
I was immediately kind of flabbergasted on the drive-in from the airport because everything looked like the moon. Like, there were no trees, the rocks were giant and everywhere, and I was like, what am I getting myself into? Never been anywhere this cold, this remote, right? So I was excited but worried because it's definitely nothing like I've ever experienced.
My name's Tyler. I am from the University of Colorado Boulder, and I'm here because I wrote a story about agrivoltaics. Really exciting story. We submitted it to Storyfest with Planet Forward, and we won the category for Best Scalable Innovation.
Storyfest is Planet Forward's challenge to students across the country, around the world really, to capture an idea, an innovation, something that is addressing climate change, sustainability, and tell it in a real narrative form.
The story that I'm writing is one that was also spurred for something that similarly surprised me, even though Iceland is completely different from where I'm from. I'm from like the Houston area in Texas, and when I went to Iceland, I saw like bluebonnets, which are like the Texas state flower, and I was like, that is very strange because they're two completely different ecosystems, environments, peoples, cultures, everything, and so that kind of like made that connection to home for me, and I started thinking more about like home and my relation to Iceland.
So I'm doing my first video project ever, which is really exciting. Every turn I was so obnoxious. Every turn I was like pulling out my camera, telling everybody that I felt like I was in Jurassic Park, which doesn't make sense to anyone, but in my mind it made a lot of sense. Like, I just expected a dinosaur to be coming around the corner any turn. It was so exciting. And the waterfalls, we're not in Michigan anymore. That's all I'm saying.
One thing I heard from the students as they experienced all this was sort of a sense of marvel, not just at the sheer beauty of where we were going around Iceland, but that there really are places where we have made progress. And so there's a lot of eco-anxiety today. There's a lot of reason to be very worried, but there's also reason for hope. There are a ton of people doing remarkable things, and we saw that on this trip too. And that's part of the story that these students learned and that they're telling.
Yeah, it was really wonderful to just spend more time with these people that I didn't know until the Planet Forward conference this spring. And I think everybody here is so smart and thoughtful and just welcoming and inclusive that we had a great group, and I'm really excited to read the stories that everybody produces.